Welcome to Unit 4, Find Your Flow, as part of the productivity module. My name is Jimmy Canham, and today we're going to speak about how to get into this state, this infamous state of forgetting everything around us. This is not just a focus zone, but this is effortless interaction with the world in flow, in relaxedness, right? A space between tension and relaxation. And we're going to start right off with why is this important? Why is finding your flow important? Because, and this is also in relation to the book that I mentioned later, we have, as humans, we have the best experience when we're in flow. We're constantly seeking flow experiences. If you think about, um, if you think about play, for instance, play is flow. If you think about sex, sex is flow. If you think about art, art is flow. All of these things they get us in this flow state, some more than others, but that's basically where we're not thinking and we're just enjoying life, we're expressing ourselves, right? And again, creating this separation from flow to focus. Focus is necessary for flow often and kind of comes with it. But flow is a bit more overarching than focus. All right, let's go straight into the journaling challenge because we want a great quality of life. List 3 activities or hobbies that make you forget time and don't involve a screen. And ideally, you go with hobbies here and not just work. Because there's always work, there's always something we can do. Right, when you've done that, maybe my story time can inspire you to find more examples. So I'll take you back to last year. I went to Rwanda and Namibia to travel. I had a backpack and a very small suitcase, but I will still call it backpacking. And I went there. I'd never solo traveled in Africa before. I had been to Nigeria before. And I only booked the first few nights of my hotel because I don't like planning things out. And even though this was a different environment, I said, nah, we're gonna take this in flow. So I booked the first 2 nights, so I had a good arrival. I could sleep. I could just gauge currencies and mobility, whatever. And from there on, I went and talked with people, and let I let the journey come to me, basically. And I immersed myself in the country that I'm in. So the other alternative would have been I could have planned it all out from Amsterdam. Could have been like, oh, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, and Google Maps this, look at the reviews there. But then we don't actually know what it's really going to be like when we're there. Maybe this one place is closed, which it was. They had a jollof place that was closed. Like, what a shame. I couldn't have jollof rice there. But, what if then what we thought is different from our reality? And that is why I really loved, and that's what I really love about solo traveling now, which could also be in my own country or in my own city. Honestly, you don't have to go abroad. You can discover another city in your country and you just go in there with a backpack. But I love not planning it. And I love seeing what comes up when I'm there because maybe it's raining. And you can translate this to all different types of things. You can translate this to an event that you go to or a workshop that you're hosting, a talk that you're giving. There's a certain amount of preparation that you can do. But after that, you just gotta freestyle it. And you are the freestyler. You're the ultimate artist. That's what you were born to do. That's what we were as kids. So tell yourself a story time about the ways that you flowed as a kid in social environment by yourself with art, with Legos, whatever it is, inventions, setting up a small theater, building fortresses, right? And You just took the day as it came. Granted, as adults, that's not always easy to do because we have responsibilities and certain schedules, and some of those schedules we put onto ourselves, and some we generally cannot control, or we can only work towards a certain amount of flexibility in the future. But I guess the kind of message that I want to end this with is, especially in Western society, we gotta let go of the thinking mind a bit more and tap into the body and into the spontaneity. What I really love is improv. I tried improv before, and that just, it's like solo travel. So if you're scared of solo traveling, go try improv first, and you'll see it'll be fine. Let's go to the recommended resources to wrap up this unit. So this is where you can do some further reflection on your own flow experience. I have a free PDF called 5 Common Flow Killers and How to Overcome Them. This is obviously based on my experience, but also all of the countless people that I spoke to when I developed this module. And you can download it on my website, jimmycannon.com. Next one is the book Flow, which I already mentioned earlier, by a great author whose name I'm not going to pronounce. Like, my bad. This is when we need AI, like, just fill it in here. But yeah, that book is amazing because it gives examples of flow in all different types of areas of life. And that can be really inspiring to read and to reflect then on your own. So if you're looking for the more abstract, inspirational literature, read the book Flow, then get my free PDF to see what is holding you back from your flow, and go flow through life, live your most intentional life and your most flexible life, because it's great to have a direction, but the world is full of surprises, so we want to be able to flow from one to the other without getting stuck. Take care. See you next time.